Damn, kernel from that popcorn almost took me out.
Yeah, it sounded right.
Let me have that pizza so I can cut it for y'all. Come on.
Peace and love, peace and love. It's your brother Isaiah again with another one for all the conscious brothers and sisters in the conscious community, keeping the struggle because we know it's through the struggle to grow. Also, I like to say it is a slow process for progress. The race is not to the swift, but to those that remain dutiful. Make sure you stay in this journey for the long haul. Y'all already know that my videos, they never constitute any legal advice. I'm not a legal counsel, not an attorney or any of those things. I'm just your brother sharing with you education and information about my walks, travels throughout my journey called life. I like to extend all these honors to you because when you're honoring man and you're honoring woman, you're honoring yourself. Let's give adoration to the Most High. I like to call him Allah, the hidden temple of my life, and extend that same love, courtesy, and acknowledgement to all of his messengers and prophets. Peace to all of you, beloved brothers and sisters, and grand rising to all of the chosen people of God. Peace and love, peace and love. How's everybody doing, man? Hey, we at the end. We getting toward the end of this year, man. Y'all ready for 2026? Start the new year off right. The new fiscal year, because we know that the new year, according to nature, is in spring. But when we talking about corporate year, the new corporate year, the new fiscal year, you know what I'm saying? You should be trying to re-up all your books, clearing all your, getting all your refunds by the end of the year, getting everything that you're entitled to. So, we having a sale where everything is going on sale for, for the year. It's, huh? Yeah, we got a sale going on where everything is on sale. We got memberships 50% off. We got self-paced courses, webinars. Everything is going on sale, and it'll be going on sale for next to Monday. So if you're looking to get any information, anything that I've actually went over, I actually got some new stuff on the way. Like I'm updating how to secure your bank account. I'm updating that, and I got a couple of other little things I put together. I actually got one I just did on a whole webinar on what is it? It's the DBA 2.0, where I go in full detail about the DBA and how you actually supposed to actually use it correctly. Like it's certain things that a lot of us don't know. So and as I grow, I learn, I start to, and then first I do it myself, and then once I see that it's good, then I come to the people. So I actually figured out some great things about the DBA. I actually got I think it's like an hour webinar where I go into full detail, breaking it down. I ain't put it out yet or nothing like that. I've just been making little, demonstrations and letting them sit. And then when I decide I want to put stuff out, I actually put it out there. But for right now, I'm just focused on making sure that we get a lot of people the information that they want. So, I mean, my stuff pretty much at a convenient price already. So if I put it half price, you pretty much getting it for a little bit of nothing, for real, because we don't actually charge a lot for the people to learn to get this information. It ain't that serious to be charging people $500 to talk to you, or charging $2,000 for a class when a majority of this information is online for free. The information is out there. You're a fool if you're paying that much money to somebody, and this information is all out here. Everybody know about the bill of exchange, securities, assignment of rights. You gonna pay somebody $2,000 to go to their class? You're a damn fool if you're doing some stuff like that. I understand you might want to learn from different people, but ain't nothing worth no $2,000, especially especially now that this information is at right now, the way the information is out right now, you know what I'm saying? You got to be out your mind to think that somebody gonna give you something better than what's already out here. It's only so much information. All right, when you go read the codes and statutes, when you go read the Constitution, when you go read your state annotated codes, the civil rules of procedure, the Supreme Court rules, the administrative it's only so much information, man. It ain't people act like it's like it's when you're dealing with this stuff, it's a lot of information. I mean, but I'm talking about key point information like the Bill of Exchange Act. That's a key act. You know what I'm saying? The Sell of Goods Act. That's a key act. I mean, it's key. It's mandatory that you read that act. You know, because how you know if you selling goods or not? All these different it's certain acts and stuff that's put in play that are basically the foundation of everything. And once you start learning these acts, certain acts that I've been pushing for years, I've been telling people for years, read this, read that. I've been giving you all foundational information. A lot of people probably don't understand, you know, and a lot of people ain't used to reading and learning. Like you gotta really become proficient with reading. And it take time because when you start reading, it's not gonna make sense at first because it's like reading a different language. But if you stick with it, eventually that stuff that don't make sense will eventually start to make sense to you. Things that you didn't understand, understanding will come. But you gotta apply yourself. You gotta apply pressure. You can't be halfway in and halfway out. I mean, how many of y'all trying to do that now? I mean, y'all trying to do the stuff that you normally do and still do this at the same time, and it don't work like that. You gotta be willing to really devote yourself. You gotta sacrifice. It's just like going on a fast. You gotta go on like if I go on a 30-day fast and I ain't eating nothing, I'm doing that. That's how you gotta treat this information. You gotta treat it like you gotta discipline yourself to resist other stuff and focus strictly on this for 6 months to a year. You cut everything out. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I ain't doing none of that stuff. I ain't going to the gym. I'm not going to the bar. I ain't going to hang out with wasn't all my time for the next 6 months or the next year is going to be devoted to this right here. Anytime I get. And once you start doing that and start applying yourself, man, you're going to learn so much information. You're going to, and this will be your best investment because when you come out of with this, if you take a year, 2 years, and you invest in yourself by investing in this information, man, you're going to come out with great substance, man. Then you give yourself a year, 2 years of, I'm talking about not a year or 2 years, because some of y'all probably already been studying 2 years and still don't feel like you know where. I'm talking about devotion. I'm talking about sacrifice. I'm not talking about you still doing everything you've been doing and you've been following this for 2 years. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where you've devoted yourself. You made this priority in your life and you say, hey, look, until I get this down pat, I ain't doing nothing else because, you know, like my father told me a long time ago, I came home from prison. I had so many skills. I can do this. I can do that. I done went to all these different trades. You know what I'm saying? I was fitness trainer. I had so many different options on, you know, so many skills. You know, when you got skills, you can do a lot of different things, you know. And I just said, he said, man, don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. And when he said that to me, it stood out to me. He was like, you got to find one thing that you're good at and you got to stick to that. And then that one thing opens up the door for everything else once you get it down pat. And that's the way I see this right here. Once you actually get this and you internalize it, you learn it, you comprehend it, this right here is life changing, man. Ain't nothing like this, man. And I ever since I was a child, I never thought it'd be a day that I grow up to realize that it's another way to pay your bills besides working to pay them. I never thought I'd see a day where something like that would even be a reality in my life. I never thought I'd see a day where I understand that the judge in the courtroom don't really have authority over you. He don't have the authority to do what he's doing, but it makes sense because God should be your only authority. A man in a suit shouldn't be able to pretend like he's some kind of God over you because he's pretending. you know, and we fall right into the make believe. But I just wanted to come on here and, you know, say a few words to you, man, and encourage everybody to stay in the struggle, keep doing what you're doing. Uh, by all means, get not only information, but get knowledge and wisdom with that. Get wisdom and understanding with that information, because just having information alone without wisdom, without understanding, is useless. It's just like having faith without works.